Hello, this is Greg Deckler, and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. Now, before you skip ahead in this video, I want to let you know that coming up near the end of this video, I'm going to be making two announcements about things that are going to be happening early on in 2023 that I think you're going to want to know about. So stick around till the end. This isn't going to be a very long video. We're going to be covering the memes that we did in 2022 and the meme campaign and all of that. So if you wanted to be in the know before anyone else, then stick around until I make those announcements, okay? All right, so first off, thank you everyone out there for just an incredible 2022 and all the support that you've shown this channel. I mean, this channel's only been around for maybe a little over a year, and it already has like over 700 subscribers, which is insane to me, given just how eclectic the content of this channel tends to be. And the fact that this channel really started out in support of a tool that I created as kind of a joke, so I could write a funny blog article, right? So it's just been an incredible 2022. Published a few books. It's just been awesome, and I really appreciate everyone out there, the community support, and that it's just been unbelievable to me. So the other thing I wanted to absolutely thank the community about is the support of the meme campaign, which is kind of the subject of this video. So, I mean, as you can see on the screen here, we have almost 900 votes on this matrix table grand totals, and we're now in the top 60, right? Our goal being to get in the top 50 or more. And this has been amazing to me because when we started this, I don't know if you saw on the last screen, but October 5th was kind of the start of the whole meme campaign of 2022. This idea right here had 27 votes. That was it. So this doesn't happen without you, the community, and your support. It's just been amazing to me, and I'm just so humbled and thankful for all of you. So, can't say enough about everything, the Power BI community in general, right? All right, so on to the memes, right? So here we go. So this is a meme table. I've been keeping track of all the statistics, so collecting like views and reactions and comments and reposts and all of that. You can see, which day it is and the dates here. And I also have things that I've calculated like ratio, which is the reactions to views ratio. And then I've got some ranking, and I'll kind of go into how I did some of that. And then I've got the titles of the different memes, right? And these titles actually come from Know Your Meme. There's a website out there, believe it or not, that tracks memes and it has like the history and the background of memes and all of that. So these come from there. There's a few that are missing because either they're my own meme creation, like the Mesopotamian tablet that I did early on, and things like that. Yeah, here it is, Mesopotamian tablet. I just called it Mesopotamian tablet. That is not an official Know Your Meme or meme title. If it didn't have it, I couldn't find it on Know Your Meme. I just used the title from Image Flip. That's where I make these memes because I'm lazy and I mean I could go into Paint and just impact font, but whatever. Image Flip makes it easy, and that's going to become important. Imageflip.com, imgflip.com later in the announcements. Okay, so I've got a link to the actual LinkedIn meme that is out there that was posted, and then my Know Your Meme link. Right, so you can see you can go through in chronological order. Here are all of the different memes that were posted in order. And up here at the top, I've got, the average views on a meme are about 6,000, about almost 80 reactions per post, average of about 6 comments, average of just over 1 reposts, and the average like ratio is 1.44%. So about almost 1.5% of people that view the meme or view the post like the post or somehow react to the post, right? So yeah, I mean, so you can see obviously the one that got the most views and reactions pretty much was the types of headaches, which that's the thing I love about this. I can never predict any of this. Like I didn't even think that meme was gonna be anywhere near that big or I like the meme and that sort. It's not my personal favorite meme, but obviously it struck a chord with you guys, and that's what I love to see. I love to see the comments and the reactions and all of that sort of stuff. It's really cool, especially some of the dialogue that we get into around like the John Daly versus Tiger Woods. That was just hysterical to me. There was just some great dialogue there, and that's what I love to see. So as you can see, though, types of headaches. So the way I did, so what I did was I created columns. I ranked, in terms of views, reactions, comments, and reposts, and I ranked those ascending. Um, and then what I did was I added those together, and that gave me an impact score, which then I ranked descending. Okay. And then I actually did I took into account what date it was published on. So that's where this rank and rank with date come from. So as you can see, the number of views, this is their title, not mine. Know your meme, but the guy is like, oh, this is great Power BI. He's like, oh, realizing measure tools don't work. And then I love this one. This was another one of my personal favorites, which is, I bet he's thinking about other women. It's like, what useless features can I add to Power BI? Here's another one I had no idea was going to blow up. The Trojan horse with the measure totals and the Power BI. Everybody's like, hey, Power BI. Obviously, the original was up there. The boardroom suggestion, the Hydra one. I didn't think that was going to blow up, but I did like that one. I'm not going to drain all of these, but you can go in and take a look. And there, of course, John Daly smoking next to Tiger Woods. Yeah, I love the know your meme titles for this. It's almost like they just, it's so it's so spot on to what the image is or what the meme is. It's just funny to me. So again, so I think like we'll go ahead and do we could do reviews and reactions, but it's gonna be kind of the similar type of story because it tends to go together, tends to be some linear relationships involved. But if you go based on like rank and that, so types of headaches comes out on top, and then these two actually tie the Hydra and the Betty's thinking about other women. The boardroom meeting is right up there, along with the bike fall, which I love that one. It's just self-inflicted wounds, right? Just sticking the stick right in the spokes and just, yeah, that's measure totals to me. That one it's one of those things that it kind of epitomizes measure totals to me. It's just an unnecessary self-inflicted wound. This one I had no idea that this was going to be so big. Grant Gustin next to Oliver Queen's grave. The Trojan horse one again, the I love this one too. It's like just the look, and she's like, right. So John, disappointed. John Daly smoking the bronze medal one that which falls just outside the top 10 bronze medal, which is probably the most risque, I guess, inappropriate meme I've probably posted. I try to stay away from memes that involve like, you know, guns and things like that are out there. There's just no reason for it. So try to avoid anything inappropriate as much as I can. But that's a classic. I mean, come on, that's a classic. The third place. So now if you go and it changes slightly if you do rank with date. So if I do that, then actually Betty's thinking about other women. So this just means that it got more reactions and ranked up faster than the other ones, right? So it's just a way of kind of seeing what things, because obviously a lot of times these things are going to gather views and that over time, and the history really plays a part in terms of you know steadily increasing views and that sort of thing. So this is just a way to kind of take into account like which ones achieved a better result faster. And so of course Betty's thinking about other women, types of headaches. John Daly is right up there. That generated just a ton of comments and things like that. The Trojan horse, bronze medal, three-headed dragon, disappointed for better, right? Inhaling Seagull, comes up there in the number 9. That one probably strays the most from the actual meme format. Which again, you can go into the history of Know Your Meme and you can find out all about that. And then Grant Gustin, and then this is another kind of favorite of mine, the problem, stress, pain. It's like, here's all these problems and Power BI is offering a helping hand, and just measure totals is just a body slam. So that would generate. I think Brian was like, there were some posts around like, no, this is an actual wrestling move. It's like, how do people not break their necks? And then what I did is I have to also have some conditional formatting here, which basically what this says, if it's blue, it's above the average. And if it's red, it's below the average. And I use red and blue because those are colorblind safe. It's a colorblind safe combination. It's actually the most colorblind safe combination of all the different types of colorblindness that are out there. Um, you know, I'm not going to get into it too much, but Power BI's teal accent being green based is the worst color you could possibly use for color blindness. So I don't know why they think it's an accessibility thing, but it's not. So I have a brother-in-law that's a colorblind, and you can ask him. All right, so that's kind of the basic table. I'll have this PBX file out there. There are some things that I kind of was doing some initial reaction to this. So like some of reactions and some of views, a pretty linear relationship between those things. So if I select this and I go here and I turn on a ratio line, right? It's pretty linear relationship between those things. In views and likes ratio, this is something interesting too. Um, so the likes ratio for things that aren't seen very much tend to be higher, right? I've got this inverse x-axis here, counting from the highest to lowest, because I'm guessing that I have a kind of a core group of people that kind of follow these memes and regularly look at these memes every day. Because even the worst meme that is out there usually has about 25, 26 likes or reactions to it, and that seems pretty consistent over time. So there's a that's actually going to count, obviously higher that, even if it only has 1,000 views. So that's why, the lower the view count, that tends to have a higher like ratio or reaction ratio. Then as you get higher, um, in your views and that sort of thing, your like ratio tends to go down. So I thought that was kind of an interesting little take in terms of, and this is a definite outlier, I would say, because in theory, right, this should be one of the least like percentages, but this is the good old types of headaches, man. People loved it. So it even maintained an above average like ratio, even though it got so many views and that sort of thing. And that's big. That's a pretty big number for me. 40,000, 50,000. Views versus comments. This was basically sum of views here on the y-axis and sum of comments. And again, I couldn't really discern much of a pattern here, or even much of a grouping. This was kind of an interesting another take. So the blue are the ones that are above average in terms of like ratio. The reds are below average. And then I've got like an average line, and then my ratio line, then my trend line. And so again, we have, certain things are outliers here, like disappointed and uh, Betty sing about other women, Trojan horse, the things that people really, really seem to like. Um, yeah, that, there you go. Do I have one out here? Oh yeah, there we go. So here's this one's very much a an anomaly, if you will, is types of headaches. It's way out here. It's an obvious outlier compared to everything else, and the way the groupings occur. So I thought it was interesting. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your feedback on your favorite meme of 2022. You can post it in the comments. I'll have links to this in the comments. And so now we have come to the part of the program, which is announcement time. Okay, so first thing that you're going to want to know about 2023 is I will soon be announcing on LinkedIn and elsewhere um, an International Power BI Measure Totals Meme Day. And this is kind of your opportunity to post your own take on measure totals with a meme. Okay. And I just thought it'd be fun. Over the past few months, I've been getting people like, hey, you should post this, or you should do this meme or that meme. I'm like, well, why not? These people have great ideas. I don't want to just steal their ideas. All right. Let's just have like pick a day and we'll have a kind of a competition. And we everybody can post their memes, and I've enlisted Brian Julius and Rick DeGroot as judges, along with myself. And we'll pick some of the best memes, and we'll give away some prizes and things like that. So that was kind of the idea. I'll be announcing it here shortly, but you're the first to know if you're watching this video in the first few days of 2023, because I'm probably not going to announce this until at least a week or two past this date, the release of this video. So that's the first one. Second one, I'm announcing that I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, but I'm announcing my new YouTube channel, DAX for Humans. Okay, and that's my new channel. There's zero content out there, but here it is out there. It's at DAX for Humans. And the concept behind this channel is going to be short videos that just assume no knowledge of Power BI whatsoever. I think there's a lot of like my channel gets into a lot of technical content, and there's a lot of other channels that really dig deep into DAX and DAX concepts. I was thinking, in terms of adoption for Power BI, and I get this question a lot. People ask me like, where do I even start with DAX, and where do I even start with Power BI? And Rick DeGroot has put together a phenomenal page, by the way. I have it pinned right there. Best resources, 100 plus best resources to learn Power BI. Great page. Links to all the different blog articles. I mean, everybody's here. All the usual suspects, and just some some I hadn't heard of before. But he's got it broken down into DAX and the Power BI and everything. But I was thinking like, maybe even that's a little bit too overwhelming if you're just starting literally from zero. And what I wanted to do with this channel, DAX for Humans, is really take it out of the IT context, take out and just clearly explain that, just assume zero knowledge. Hey, all I've ever maybe done is Excel. That's all I've ever done. I'm a business user, and I don't know anything about this Power BI stuff, but I want to learn it. And in an hour or two, I want to be up to speed on all the major concepts in that. So that is going to be the focus of DAX for Humans. It's going to take a very human-centric approach to Power BI and to DAX and to eventually M we'll get into and all the other stuff. And we'll cover it all. We're going to cover it in easily digestible chunks, and it's going to be very explained in very simple concepts that anyone can understand. We're going to clearly explain context, and I'm going to do it in a way that I think is a little different than a lot of the other Power BI channels that are out there. So look forward to that in 2023. I'm really excited about getting that project off the ground. It's going to be very different than this channel in terms of its focus and how it presents information and all of that. So that is everything for this video. I had a great 2022. Thank you, everybody, and looking forward to 2023. Happy New Year.